Well, this is different than anything else I've done before, but this is kind of what I want this channel to do, or to go in the direction of. So if you guys like this, let me know and I will keep doing this. But today we're reacting to Ego by The Warning, behind the scenes, the making of the music video. Now, if you wanted to see my reaction to the music video, that will be linked down in the description. It's also probably in the card right up here. And I would have paired these together, but this behind the scenes video was not out when I recorded my reaction. And I kind of like, as a photographer, videographer, I'm kind of trying to delve more into like the making of these videos, because that's what I really enjoy. Obviously I love the music, I love reacting to that, but also I want to know like how they made it, how they did certain things. And I had multiple people in my comment of the song reaction, the Ego reaction, link this exact video and say, hey, we want to see you react to this. So that's what we're doing today. I have no idea how this is going to go. I've not watched any of it. But we're going to get right into it after this short message from my sponsor, which is me. So I just want to show you guys the latest music video that I've been a part of that's coming out here in about 3 weeks. The date will be right here. And I finally can show you guys a little bit of it. So here's some behind the scenes clips and a little snippet of the song if you guys are interested. It's an artist named Parker. He's relatively small in the metal scene, metal rock scene. But he's got some crazy writing connections with bigger artists you've probably heard of and stuff. So, and I think this song genuinely is very good, and I'm really excited. I worked on this with a good friend of mine, Chloe, who is an incredible videographer and an even better editor. So this song will be coming out really soon, and my name is attached to it, so I gotta shout it out. I hope you guys like it. Here's a little snippet.
Finally facing all these scenes, concerning broken dreams, seeing the boy who once was proud, showing how far I'm falling.
This is 90% of what a music video is. On camera, that's crazy.
Yeah, not even.
No need to edit, we'll just call it a day. Jank light, sitting on a ladder. Sick LED screen. The Warning Ego behind the scenes. Let's see what kind of stuff we can break down in this video. Now, before everybody flames me in the comments, subtitles are going on. English. Boom. I figured it out. I'm only a little bit stupid. So many people commented on my last video because it's like, oh, subtitles. Oh, they're not in English. That's totally my bad. I apologize. I don't use a lot of subtitles on YouTube because most of the non-English stuff that I watch is just like Crunchyroll and stuff like that. So I apologize, but I know how to do it now. So thank you guys.
Buenos días. Hola, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás?
¿Sigue siendo de así?
Hola, Dani.
Hola, hola. Hola, estamos aquí en el set para el video de Ego. Estoy bien iluminada. Llevamos un ratito aquí. La verdad es que ha estado increíble y va a quedar perro el video.
The dog from the video. Yes, it is a real dog. Somebody commented like that's like their dog or something. That's really cool. Also, I believe this guy right here walking in, I believe that's their manager, if I'm not mistaken.
¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estás?
¿Sigue siendo de así? Llevamos un ratito aquí. La verdad es que ha estado increíble y va a quedar perro el video.
Now, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to be pausing it whenever I see like camera equipment, because I'm trying to see what they're using to make the video, like what software, what hardware, that type of stuff. For example, I shoot almost entirely Canon. You guys can see a massive collection of just miscellaneous camera equipment behind me, but I shoot primarily on a Canon EOS R6 and a Canon C70. Those are kind of my two go-tos for music videos, and if I'm shooting photos at a live concert, it's the Canon R6 and the Canon 1DX Mark III. Those are my two. But for videos, I use the R6 and the C70. Now, I couldn't quite tell what they're using, but most likely they're using like a fully built-out cinema camera, maybe like a an Ari or a Red, but they could be using something like the C70. We'll see.
Mi intención jamás será la de ofender. Es algo que nunca logras entender. No puedo cambiar lo que decides ver. Ya lo intenté, ya me cansé. Piensas que me importa, pero ni te oí.
Hola a todos, les hablo desde el set de nuestro video de Ego, donde hay aire acondicionado y estoy muy emocionada porque no estoy sudada. Mi maquillaje está perfecto todavía, miren. Y me encanta, me encanta.
The difference between a studio set and an outdoor set like they had for Kerosene, AC. Oh my goodness, yes. I've done a couple outside shoots and a couple or I'm trying to think. I think 3 or 4 in a studio music video shoots, and the difference is astonishing. Now here we go. Here's the cameras. I see a Canon. I can't tell what body it is. And then most of these are actually, they look to be more like camcorder style. I can't quite tell. I cannot quite tell. Wow. I saw 2 Canon cameras. Let's go. Represent.
Pues los outfits del día de hoy, la verdad que puedo decir que me siento muy chida. En este outfit sí está muy Matrix-like el outfit.
They reference the Matrix. Multiple people in my comments have said they've taken a lot of inspiration in their songs from movies like The Matrix and what was the other one? Was it Pulp Fiction? Maybe. Very like kind of sci-fi dystopian-esque movies and media. So that's super cool. She's actually referencing it like verbally, saying that's where she's getting it
Todo
from.
de negro, con lentes. La verdad que grabar con lentes es muy cómodo, entonces eso me ha gustado mucho del outfit. Pero la verdad que sí, me siento muy poderosa en este outfit. Digo, no traigo mis tacones ahorita, pero aparte con mis botitas y así. Ha estado interesante grabar con este outfit.
La cámara va a ser el que va a meter esa agresión.
Porque sobre todo, o sea, no le quiero pegar a nadie.
Sí,
o sea,
claro,
no quiero
no.
que la coreografía alguien se acerque y sin querer
No,
le
es
baja.
que esto es bueno. O sea, tal vez o sea, ya pueden ver más a la cámara.
Gritar más a la cámara,
Exacto.
pero no.
Yep, and then there's their videographer. Dude, I've looked at a decent amount of his work now. I've just kind of like stalked him a little on socials just to kind of see what else he does aside from working with The Warning and you know his website and whatnot. And he's got some very good stuff. I'm excited to just see where he goes because I believe he's quite young if I remember right. Yeah, super cool.
Pero no se muevan. Tú, Pau, que si vas
Yo
un
tengo un
poquito más libre.
Yo me acerco a cámara.
Exacto. You do your thing,
I'll
o sea,
play with
tú,
the
sí, ya. Puedes incluso de que para recordar que es, ya. O sea, al final, por ejemplo, en la última puede que la agarres con el rostro.
3, 2, 1, ¡acción! Los fotos, muévanse extra, muévanse atrás. Exacto, exacto.
That's cool. So, okay, I had to kind of focus in on that. So what they have here is they have 2 cameras. One is representing the paparazzi. It's not, I mean, it might be running, but the guy is literally like one of their actors or dancers in this back corner. Really hard to see there, but he's just posing as paparazzi with like the camcorder style camera up here. And then they have their actual camera that they recorded with, which is mounted on a shoulder rig where basically I have a shoulder rig, but it would be incredibly hard to get out to show you guys. But basically the camera is mounted like up here and it's resting. He's got 2 handles and it's resting on his shoulder, and he has a spotter, which basically just makes sure he doesn't bump into anybody or trip on anything, because obviously when you're dealing with, realistically, it's probably $10,000 to $20,000 worth of camera equipment on this guy's shoulder. You know, you really want to avoid accidents. So you literally just have somebody guide them. But that's really cool. I didn't realize that, yeah, I mean, the song is about kind of like dealing with paparazzi and like different like media and telling them who they should be and all this stuff. So they have a guy with a fake camera like representing that. That's cool.
Ha sido un rodaje súper divertido, honestamente me la he pasado con ganas. De hecho, la toma con todos los paparazzis, yo no podía más que atacarme de la risa porque se lo tomaron súper en serio, nos estaban grite y grite de que volteen para acá, niñas. Y estaba batallando tanto para estar así en toda la toma. Pero en general ha estado la vibra muy buena onda y a ver.
Ooh, let's see if we can snag some settings here. Okay, so the music video was shot at, 29.9, but 30 FPS. Shutter rate of 178. And then we have, okay, a few different settings here. Okay, super cool. That's also, that's great. I would love to be a paparazzi in one of their music videos. That sounds awesome.
que nos espera el resto del día.
2, 1, acción.
So that's really cool. On the screen behind them, it looks like it's a live feed with effects put on it, which is like what you might see at some concerts and stuff. You'll see people do this. One recently that I went and saw Linkin Park in Kansas City like a few months ago when they were touring, and they had cameras basically streaming like a live feed of the stage onto like the Jumbotron, and then they had like overlays and effects being put on that. And you can see right here behind Danny, you basically see her, what I think to be a live feed recording, with just effects put on. You see like the kind of box like shifting around, tracking her. That's really cool. That's like some pretty high effort for a music video.
Ha sido un día increíble con mucho flash y estrobo, como pueden ver ahorita, no sé si se alcanza a ver, pero es parte de la vibra, es parte de la estética.
All the promo shots for like Instagram and socials and stuff. Love that.
Soy Mario, First AD. Ahora estamos en el nuevo proyecto de Ego de Last Warning. El director Iván Chávez.
Ian Chavez. Is that how you say it, right? I think. Director Ian Chavez.
De Last Warning. El director Iván Chávez, que ahorita estamos seteando para un set. Son diferentes sets los que estamos haciendo el día de hoy. Tenemos diferentes, que es uno de pantallas, otro y set limbo negro como green screen. Entonces estamos teniendo como diferentes tipos de sets en el mismo limbo negro donde van a pasar diferentes cosas. Ahorita si ven aquí estamos como en un dolly donde vamos a setear unos extras que van a estar congelados y nosotros vamos a grabar a 60. La canción va a estar a 1.5 a 2.
Hang on, let me catch that again. They're recording at 60 FPS, but the music video will be at 1.5 to 2. So I'm assuming basically they're recording at a different frame rate than the actual music video will be released in, which allows them this kind of like stutter effect, which that's really cool. It's a cool technique.
Y mientras van pasando tenemos un perrito que se llama Frijol.
Frojo. Wait, how do you say it? What's the dog's name? Frijo. I have no idea if that's how you say it.
Que se llama Frijol.
Idiota verde.
No disrespect to the girls, but the dog is the highlight.
Frijol no tiene problema con nada, lo único que no le gusta es que...
Está gigante. Está en mi tamaño.
Sí.
¿Cómo está? Ay, qué bonito. Wow. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te emociona? Ay, ¿cómo te frijol?
Con ella salió bien.
Ok, ya. Frijol para mí fue un amor,
Frijol.
porque ya había practicado muchas veces con él. Bien lindo, está gigante ese perro, pesa que 73 kilos, yo peso 42. Entonces fue como, me voy a caer, no me caí, es un amorcito, adorado.
Frijol fue un tierno, la verdad que sí me lo imaginaba grande, pero está gigante. Y la verdad que al principio sí me dio un poco de miedo, Frijol, no voy a mentir. Pero como que al principio no me quería mucho Frijol. Pero fue muy lindo grabar con Frijol, está bien tierno y ladraba y así, pero me da risa porque ladraba y se veía todo feliz ladrando. Muy tierno el Frijol, fue lindo grabar con un perrito.
That ain't no puppy. That is a dog, bro. That's my dog could never do this. I have a miniature schnauzer. His name's Rigel, based off a Dominar Rigel, the 15th ruler of worlds. We call this one Dominar Rigel the 16th. If any of you guys are fans of what is it, Farscape, that's the show. Old sci-fi space show, but my dog could never do that. He would freak out so much.
Yo entré con energía alfa y me dice, ¿de qué? Le dices, vamos y vamos. Y yo, en vez de decirle, vamos, le dije, vamos.
Vamos.
¡Acción!
De la Explorer blanca que está en el video de Ego. Me la regalaron. Yo creo que ya, o sea, podemos decir que somos muy amigos. En ese entonces estábamos conociendo y saliendo a girar con una banda que se llama Hailstorm. Y en un concierto, a medio de la nada, estábamos abriendo y sale la cantante Lizzie Hale, una persona que admiro mucho y es una lindura de persona, a regalarme esa guitarra que están viendo ahí. Y en ese momento ni siquiera asimilé que me la estaba regalando. Yo pensé que nada más podía tocar una de sus guitarras porque ella toca con Explorer. Pero sí, me la regaló y me dijo que rockeara mucho con esa guitarra. Entonces, queda perfecto para el video de Ego, 100%.
That's really cool. Shout out to what is her name? I apologize for not knowing it. The lead singer of Hailstorm, fantastic singer. I've not seen them live. I almost did. They came to Kansas City not too long ago, but unfortunately I was just not able to make the show. But shout out to her. That's awesome.
Siempre nos gusta sorprender, que sea algo inesperado o algo diferente. Y sí, de cierta manera, que nos lleve al siguiente nivel. Y así cuando Warning siempre hemos trabajado así, ¿no? A través de la música, de los shows que vamos planteando. Alejandra, Daniel y Paulina muy involucradas también en el proceso. Una vez que salen estos conceptos, Iván empieza a trabajar y a aterrizar más a detalle. Y ahorita que ya estamos a un par de horas de terminar justo el videoclip, las cosas están saliendo impresionante.
I will say, from experience shooting music videos, you'd think like, oh, it's a 3-minute song. Like, it shouldn't take, too long. Maybe like 5 takes, and then we get the music video done and we're good. I promise you, music videos always take longer than you think. There's been multiple music videos where I've gone into it and we're like, we scheduled a studio, booked it for like 6 hours or something like that, and then we end up going like 9-hour shoot, and then we're doing like take after take. We do like 30 takes of the song to get different camera angles, or like we need to set up lighting a different way, or like flashing lights this time, and then shots of just each individual singer running through the entire thing, or not singer, but like the singer, the guitarist, the bassist, the drummer and stuff. Music videos always take a lot longer than you'd expect. So mad respect to everybody. Almost guarantee this music video, everyone in that studio is working overtime that day. So also a huge amount of respect to the girls, because they have to basically perform for that entire time. You know, they get little breaks here and there, but filming a music video is not like an easy, you know, walk in the park task. Also, I did see he said their names, and I now know how to say their names. Is Danny, Pow, and Ali, I think, pretty sure. But yes, I was getting flamed in the comments. I was getting flamed, but I figured it out. I read them through, and I know how to say them now. So, all right, let's get through the end of this.
Momentos tensos de la familia Villarreal. El pelo de Pau. Sí, era bastante lo que me imaginaba este video, pero lo que me ha sorprendido son los extras de paparazzi. Le sale muy bien, entonces se siente la experiencia de verdad de estar con paparazzi.
Y se acabó el día, todos. Muchísimas gracias por ver nuestro behind the scenes. Espero que les guste muchísimo el video. Estuvo bien divertido hoy. A dormir. Bye bye.
Well, that was super cool. I love watching like behind the scenes and stuff. They gave me a little more insight on kind of, one, to put the faces of like their manager and their director and stuff like kind of more mentally solidified in my mind, and then also just kind of seeing the different techniques they use and getting to see kind of the personalities besides just like what you see in the songs. This is kind of the type of stuff that I would like to make moving forward. Like, I've been involved with multiple music videos, co-directing, doing like promo editing, photo, like behind the scenes photos, stuff like that. But my hope is to get some kind of like full length behind the scenes videos, which I will hopefully share here on this channel, but definitely will be shared on my other socials. So if you guys want to see kind of what I'm up to on stuff like that, definitely follow both this channel and my Instagram down in the comments. Those are probably the two main places where you'll see what I'm up to. I do have a music video coming up in about 2 weeks, maybe a little less than 2 weeks based on when I release this, but hopefully I'll be sharing some behind the scenes on that. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait for more of The Warning. We're gonna react to, what's it called, Martirio. We're gonna react to Martirio next. I've promised it would be the next Warning thing, and I think I've reacted to Ego and the behind the scenes to Ego now since then, but it is the next song unless they drop another one out of nowhere before I get to it. So if you guys are excited for that, stick around, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.